Hello everybody, welcome to my theory channel, and this is video 1 of grade 4 theory. Right, the heading is enharmonics and double sharps and double flats. Alright, let's quickly recap. You have the sharp and you have the flat and you have the natural sign. What does a sharp do? It raises a note by a semitone. What does a flat do? It lowers a note by a semitone, and the natural sign restores it. So you have to understand what a semitone is. A fantastic tool for your theory is the ability to draw your piano. Please learn to draw your piano. Right, what is a semitone? We go from C to C sharp on the piano, and that is a semitone. It's simply the next note that you'll move up to on a piano. When you ask a young student who's doing theory, what are sharps and flats, they immediately say, they are the black notes on the piano. No, they are not. Please don't make that mistake, and please learn to draw the graphic and understand how a piano works. It does not have a black note over here, and it does not have a black note here. It does not have a black note in between E and F and B and C. And therefore, when you move in semitones, you're not always moving to a black note, or when you are trying to create a sharp and flat. Right, so don't make that mistake. Right, so how does the double sharp and the double flat work? Right, firstly, how do you draw a double sharp? You draw a double sharp by putting an X in front of it, and you draw a double flat by putting two flats in front of it. And the natural, of course, is the same. It can restore those notes. Right, so what happens when you put a double sharp in front? And logically, it goes up by two semitones, not one. And when you put a double flat in front of a note, it drops by two semitones. Right, what are two semitones called? Two semitones are called a tone. So if you go C to C sharp to D, which is a double sharp, you've gone two semitones and you end up at D. This distance between C and D, which is two semitones, is a tone. So please try and understand what the difference between a tone and a semitone is. Okay, great. So what is the enharmonic equivalent? Right, I'm going to draw my piano again, just so that it's not messy. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Right. Here is a C note. Now imagine you go to a concert and the violinist plays a C. The concert starts with a single violin note. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. Everybody is still. And you hear this note. You're only hearing one sound. But when it comes to theory, and that's the strangeness of theory, you can actually write that one sound in three different ways. So that's a bit strange. In the graphic notation of theory, we can sketch it out in three different ways, but it's still the same sound when we hear it. Okay, so here's your C. To get the enharmonic, we need to go one note up and one note down. Right, and then we find C on our piano. Right, I hope you can see that. We find C on our piano, and we go to that D, which is above. And how do we get down from the D to the C graphically? Well, practically, we first go semitone to a semitone, and that becomes C flat, and another flat makes it C double flat. Now this C double flat sounds exactly like a C. Right, let's go the other way. Here's a B. How do we get from B to C? We go up a semitone, and therefore we put a sharp in front of B. So now you can see graphically that you can represent C in three different ways on paper or in music theory. But when you hear it, you actually only hear one sound, which is rather strange, I find. But this is how the system of theory works, and this is what we're here to study. Right, let's do one more. We have an F. I'm going to go one note down to the E and one note up to the G. Here is your F. to go up from the E, we need to go one semitone, therefore we need to sharpen this F. So in effect, an E sharp is an F note. Right, let's go to our G. Down a semitone, down another semitone, we get to F. Therefore, it is G double flat that takes us to that same pitch. So what you're looking at is an F, which sounds exactly like an E sharp and sounds exactly like a G double flat. I want to show you one more trick with the piano. Here's a great way of drawing your piano. Great. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And there is C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Upper semitone from E, F, F sharp, G. Let's go backwards. G flat to F. F flat would be an E, or F to E. E flat. Sorry. C, D sharp, E flat to D, D flat to C. Correct. My mind skipped a beat there for a minute. Great. That's another way of drawing your piano. It takes some time to get used to. I prefer the other one because I like to visualize the actual keyboard. Great. I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much.